to another Eat and Thrive episode presented by BU Wellness Network. I am Khara, the Nutrition Program Manager here, and today we are joined with Ben from Anthem. Welcome, Ben.
Thanks, Khara.
All right, so Ben's going to tell us a little bit about what he does while we prepare, drumroll, pesto chicken with roasted peppers and Parmesan couscous. This is new for everyone. I've made it only once at home, but it's almost like my new favorite. So I wanted to share with you guys. All right, so Ben, we're gonna start this chicken, but as we're doing it, I want you to tell me about what you do at Anthem.
Sure. So I'm on the marketing team for Indiana Medicaid.
Okay.
For Anthem, we're one of the companies that offers Medicaid for the state.
Okay.
And so my job has been to work with our outreach teams around working with schools, churches, and neighborhoods.
Okay.
So housing, and then we have a team of about 6 that do specific outreach to schools, and then a team of a few more than that do outreach to, community-based organizations, faith-based organizations, and things like that.
So do they sign them up for Anthem?
No, we partnered with organizations like Covering Kids and Family that have navigators. And I think a lot of your hospitals, have navigators. Okay. We just kind of raise awareness about, look, here's the opportunity that we have. Okay. And then they can sign up with the state, Family and Social Services, also Department of Family Resources, their offices around the state, they can sign up for healthcare there.
That's really good. That's good to know. And bringing it to the community, because sometimes you don't know.
Well, yeah, and it's it's groups like you guys, churches. I mean, they're in every community, urban, rural, and they're often the first place people will go to get help. Yeah, and
then they ask us questions, so it's good that we will know.
Yeah, and that's
the resources.
Yeah, and we just want to be there as a resource even for you guys.
Okay.
That if you say, hey, this came up, call Ben or call another rep and say, hey, do you know anybody that helps with this? And
you guys
can be there. Yeah.
Okay, well, good information. Rewind that if you need to hear it all. So we have already pre-washed our chicken. Now I wash the chicken in cold water and then I rinse it with lemon, and then sometimes I go ahead and rinse it again with vinegar. So It's already been done. So I'm gonna let you do all the seasonings prior, because he's gonna make this for his lovely wife. He might even pair with a bottle of wine, I'm not sure, but that would be good. So just go ahead, you can take 1 or 2 of the chickens.
The whole thing?
Drop them all in there.
Okay.
All right, they're clean. And so, I'm not gonna use measurements, guys, but you just wanna do a little drizzle of this olive oil. Help it sticks on there. And then, let's go ahead and grab, this is just a garlic herb seasoning.
Everything's going in?
Not everything, I just want to see how your season game is there.
All right. Well, then do I need to make sure I kind of cover the one?
You got it. I don't even have to tell you that part. All right.
All right. Hold the rest of it, or
let's leave it. We still got one more.
All right.
Now this is another mix. Actually, I think that was the Italian season. This is the garlic herb seasoning. So do another drizzle of seasoning. Now, how I season personally at home is when I start to get that good aroma in my nose, then I kind of know it's good.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, and now let's grab some of that. That's just onion powder.
Okay. Same?
Yep, same. Just give it a good season. These are some thick cut chicken breasts. So we want to make sure we get them good. And let's see here. Now, let's go ahead and add some garlic. Just drop right on in there. Because we're going to just coat it, so it's all good. And go ahead, just dump all that pesto in there. This is the key ingredient, the pesto. And I love pesto. It already smells good. And then this is my secret ingredient. This is adobo all seasoning.
Adobo all seasoning.
Adobo, yeah. And everyone will get some of this. Let me show you. It's Goya.
Adobo. Okay, cool. Huh.
So that's my favorite. That kind of ties everything together.
All right.
And then what you're gonna do is just dig in there and coat it all up. You want to get a good coating. And don't be scared. Don't be scared of the chicken. You want every bite to taste. You just want to taste the goodness of this recipe. Now so I've preheated my skillet. And I'm just gonna add just a little butter. Now this is Country Crock plant-based butter with olive oil. So it's gonna be a little more healthier than your regular butter. And we're just gonna put that because sometimes it sticks, but you know, butter does hurt, but you know, it doesn't hurt. So that's why we're gonna use plant-based butter. Just to help with that. And then I'm also gonna add just a little bit of olive oil just to make sure. All right, so that's good and hot. We'll put the other one on later. We've got our chicken cooking. You see how Ben nicely coated the chicken? You wanna make sure that you do that. You can see the garlic, the pesto, the herbs. You can see that all on there. And it'll just really make the flavor pop if you coat. You coat both sides as well, all right? If you have time to marinate, even if it's only 30 minutes, you will see the difference in the flavor. You can use tomatoes with this recipe. I'm just gonna use some red peppers that I had. And once our chicken gets a little bit more done, we're just gonna put these in there and kind of saute them.
And with chicken, okay.
So we are also gonna make just a gravy as well, just to go over it. Just a little sauce, maybe not gravy, but a little sauce.
Nice.
And who doesn't like a pop of color as well? So how long have you been at Anthem?
Been at Anthem for 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, I worked for the state family and social services before that, and then 3 years ago came over to the Anthem team.
So it sounds like your passion lies in really helping the community.
It has been. I was a minister years ago, youth pastor, and then did some work in government for a while, and so yeah, I kind of enjoy helping people and helping them connect to resources.
It's a rewarding job, you know, because I do that as well. And even on our tough days, when you get that smile or that thank you that really resonates in your heart, you're like, this is the reason I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And I just forgot why I was actually having a bad day. So those are going. It doesn't really take long for the peppers to get sauteed, so we're not gonna really put those in. We'll let our chicken cook a little longer. But let's go ahead and talk about this couscous.
Couscous. What is couscous?
So couscous is going to be a grain. It is a grain from the Algeria and Moroccan area of the world. It is a Moroccan style pasta. So it's just another side dish. Instead of rice, you can use couscous. Instead of pasta, you can use couscous.
And is that the actual size of couscous?
Yes,
fine?
It's very fine. Once we boil it, it'll pop out a little bit, very soft. My 2-year-old loves it. It takes on any flavor that you put with it. So we're gonna really try it. It comes in a box, it comes in a container. There's a lot of different styles, and you can actually, there's a few different brands of couscous that are already flavored. So cool. Just like you make minute rice or
ramen noodles or something,
you can put it in there.
Nice, okay.
Except for the health benefits are a lot better. So this is made from selenium. It contains selenium, which is really good, a powerful nutrient for our bodies. And it's a powerful antioxidant. It helps with inflammation, helps with thyroid, even helps reduce your chance of getting cancer.
Oh wow!
So it's a new thing to us, but apparently the Moroccans have already figured it out. Right. So what we're gonna do is we've already got some of our water and vegetable broth boiling. I like to mix the water and vegetable broth because it gives a little more flavor.
Okay. And
then because I love olive oil, I always just put a little bit of olive oil in there. Alright, so we have a special insert for this Eat and Thrive episode. Edward, our prevention program manager, is going to talk to Ben about amazing campaign that we have going on. And I'm going to disappear.
Thank you. So again, I am Edward Benson, Program Manager at BU Wellness Network, and I'm here to talk to Ben about our Love Is PrEP campaign that just launched on Monday. We are really excited about it. It is to get information about PrEP, which is a pre-exposure prophylaxis, out to the community. What many people don't know about PrEP is that it is 99.9% effective in preventing people from getting HIV. It is now in pill form and in injectable that you can get. You can get the injection once a month, or you can do the pill every day.
The injection, do you have to go into the office, or is it like a epi type pen where it just you can self?
You do have to go into your into the office, and most people are doing it now through their primary care physician until it's available at a larger mass. But the Love Is campaign is a really dope campaign centered around Black and brown people, Black trans women, Black men who have sex with men, and Black cisgender women are our priority population. So those are the people who we are trying to connect with and get the information about PrEP out to. I had the honor of serving on the committee and being a part of the campaign. So it's really dope, and I hope that everybody enjoys not only the content, but the education that goes behind it as well.
And you said you guys made it easy, so they do telehealth, and then you guys are able to ship out. Is that kind of, how does that work with, how do people get plugged into?
Absolutely. So you can contact us or go to qcareplus.com. QCare Plus is our telehealth program that we use to get PrEP out into the community. You can sign up directly from their site or come into us, and we'll help guide you through that process. They will send out a test kit for you to self-test so that they can have it in their own lab. Once those tests come back clear, they will have a telehealth appointment with one of their providers. They'll get the information they need from you, and then they'll send out your first dosage of PrEP.
Wow, great.
Absolutely.
That sounds like they've thought of everything to make it as easy as possible.
They absolutely have, and not only that, but people are able to see the information all over Facebook, on dating apps. There's even some YouTube advertisements and everything. So it's out there for people to access. We just want to put it in front of the people who need it the most.
That's great.
You can go and get more information on PrEP at buwellness.org/QCarePlus, or you can go directly to the QCarePlus.com site.
Okay, so what are we doing?
So, then we're gonna season our water a little bit.
Okay.
So just a little bit, not as much as the chicken. Because we want it to all cook together. So that's good. And we're using our same seasonings from the chicken, a little onion powder, garlic powder, herbs, secret ingredient, adobo, all-purpose. And then as the couscous cooks, the flavors are already in there.
Yeah.
And as needed, once it's all done, if we need some, then we can add more.
Okay.
I'm going to give that a little stir.
All right. Is that good?
Yes.
Okay.
So as I was saying, if you cook grits, you know you have to wait till the water's hot.
Okay.
So we got a good boil, and then you just want to stir and pour and stir. You are doing great. Pour and stir.
So those years of training in France as a
that has
chef.
to be it.
Yeah.
That's good. And then we'll just let it cook, and it'll start to fluff up.
Okay.
And that's when we'll know when it's getting done. So it's kind of like you're cooking rice. You know, rice starts to get.
I've never thought of cooking with broth to
instead
add
of water.
flavor. Yeah, I mean, that's a great idea. I wonder, can you do that with anything, you think?
Yes, I do it with everything. So instead of like, say this was overcooking, instead of me pouring water, I would just pour a little broth in there.
Yeah.
And that way it doesn't fully dry out your food either.
That's good.
All right, so let's flip the chicken too. We're just gonna let that pop a little bit more, and I'll flip this chicken because we've let it cook for a while now. Starting to get done, as you can still see all our good flavors here.
How long did you say it usually takes
for the chicken
to cook?
I would say about 20 minutes. Okay. Just about 20 minutes it takes. Alright.
That looks good.
And it smells good. You guys can't smell it, but it smells good.
If you scratch the screen,
yeah,
you can catch a little whiff of the...
But you're cooking along with us, so if yours doesn't smell, just add a little more seasoning. Alright, so let's still let that cook. And I'm gonna just see how this is getting.
Oh yeah, it's getting thick.
Yep, it's getting thick. So we're gonna just let it finish cooking. I mean, long as it's not sticking, you should be fine. I'm just gonna add a little more water because I can actually feel this needs a little bit more. You don't want it to be soupy though. You want it to be fluffy.
Okay.
So we'll let that cook a little more, let the chicken, and then we'll add the peppers. Alright, so our chicken is done now. And as you can see, all our herbs and spices are all cooked and gathered for us ready. And now we are going to make our sauce. So first we're going to just add some of these peppers for a pop of color. And just give them a good sauteing. Because they're going to get softer in the sauce. We'll pour about half of that in there. And this is golden mushroom soup. Alright, yep, that's good. And then this is just cream of mushroom. Alrighty there. And then we're going to add some more of this vegetable broth. And this is going to be our sauce. Now, because we're making pesto chicken, why not add a little more pesto? I should use this knife right here. There we go. And then we are going to give this a good stir. If you have a whisk, that works as well. But we're going to give this a good stir. And as you can look at our couscous here. It is nice and fluffy. And I'm going to go ahead and turn that down because that is ready.
Alright.
So we will let that cook just a little bit because this is basically already done. We just didn't want to lose all the flavor. And we'll let our peppers get soft. If you want to saute your peppers a little more than we did, feel free.
Tell me what that means. Sauteed is
fried. Yeah, fry them in the pan. Leave them in there a little bit longer and let them get soft.
Okay.
And then while that's cooking, you're gonna just go ahead and add your chicken back.
Oh, okay.
Give that a good sitting. And then you are going to cover that up and let it cook just for a few moments. Alright, we are ready to eat this meal we prepared. So our couscous is nice and fluffy and soft. It's sticking. You want it to be fluffy. You do not want your couscous to be hard, and you can tell it's soft and fluffy.
Does it go on first?
Yeah, it's gonna go on first. I've already turned the heat off, and so we're just gonna add a little Parmesan in here and stir it up. Just to give that Parmesan flavor in there because this is Parmesan couscous. And that's just gonna go in there like that. It does not have to melt. And then we are going to give us a nice amount on there. Oops, I am so sorry about that. I'm really all about presentation, so give you a nice amount there. And then I'll give myself a nice amount because I did not eat breakfast like I was supposed to. Alright, so we're going to put that there. And let's whip open this chicken. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
That looks good.
Alright.
It smells good. Again, scratch your screen. You can get the whiff of what it smells like.
Yes. So now we have our chicken, and we are just going to drop that on there like so. And I'm going to drop mine on there. And then of course, all right, so for presentation purposes, definitely got to get you some peppers in there. If you want to use your French accent while you're doing this,
oui, oui.
Oui, oui. Set that there. Feel free to do that, like so.
It's looking so good.
Yes, yes, yes. I don't know what mine.
Très bien.
Très bien.
I think maybe.
Yes. Here we go. Got our sauce.
Yeah, that looks great. Yeah.
And so this is our pesto chicken with Parmesan couscous. Set that right there. And just for a little bit more, we're going to, presentation-wise, we're going to sprinkle some of this on there, which is just Parmesan and Romano cheese. And then we have just a little bit of herbs left, so let's drizzle that there.
Ready.
Okay. Let's see. Do we need a knife? We can pull this chicken apart.
Yeah, mine cut pretty well. Man, looks good.
You waiting on me?
I'm waiting on you.
All right.
Oh my goodness, yes. Wow. Sorry, I shouldn't talk my mouth, but that's delicious.
Oh no.
Wow, good.
We don't judge here. We just eat and talk with our mouth full because it's good, you know? So I hope yours is as good
Man, it's good.
as this. How do you like that couscous?
Good. Yeah. I'm surprised I've never had it before.
It's soft. It tastes on the flavor. It's not full of calories. It's really good. So I want you guys to make this recipe. Send me pictures at BU Indianapolis. Check your local community centers, churches, schools for the programs. It's covering families.
Covering kids and families, but Anthem is the brand.
Okay.
Yeah, Anthem Medicaid.
Anthem Medicaid. Check with your local social worker or family and services to see if you can apply. If you do need health insurance, I definitely want to make sure the kiddos are getting their checkups. You are staying healthy. We're going to enjoy this, and we will see you next month.
Thank you.